All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mi gente, how you guys doing? Welcome back to Wealth Mindset Academy. It's Mr. Wealth Mindset, aka Jose Gonzalez. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about what is keeping you poor. Okay, now when I say poor, yes, I am talking about poverty. I am talking about monetarily, but I want to break poor down into an acronym because I heard this from someone that I follow, and it just made so much sense. Okay, so what I call poor is, right, P-O-O-R, is passing over opportunities repeatedly. All right, one big difference, if you study wealthy people, is that they take advantage of opportunities. All right, and oftentimes people, poor people, right, people with a poverty mindset, I'm talking about people that have a poverty mindset, they are continuously passing over opportunities repeatedly. All right. Now, I want to dive into a little bit as to why. Why is this? Why is it that people are always passing over opportunity? Okay. And I'll tell you, from my perspective, from my experience, from the hundreds of entrepreneurs that I've worked with, from the hundreds of successful people that I've studied, what I realize is the crutch that keeps people from taking advantage of opportunities is experience. Okay. In our society, we give a lot of value to experience, right? When you want a job, or when you want to date someone, right? They're interested in your experience, what you bring to the table, right? What experiences do you have that make you qualified for this? Okay. So in some respect, experience is a great thing. But in other respects, experience is very crippling because people take what has happened to them and they use that to put a limit on what's possible for the future. Okay, you'll often see this right when someone ends a relationship, right? Let's say if someone was in a relationship for a long time and that relationship ends and someone tries to cheer them up, it's like, well, now you're single, and they're like, nope, I'm not doing that again, right? And you're like, what? I remember I read one of Jill Scott's first poetry books, and she said something to the effect of, if you have a nightmare, which you never dream again. Okay. So a lot of times people are allowing themselves to be crippled by their bad experience. You tried something before, it didn't work out. And so you think that now, if you do it again, it's not going to happen for you. Right. Steve Harvey talked about the flea, right? If you heard him talk about the flea in the jar, right? A flea, this microscopic, this tiny, well, not microscopic, but this tiny bug that, it practically is kind of microscopic. You need a microscope to see a flea, right? A flea can jump 36 inches. All right. Now, if a flea was a human, it definitely would be in the slam dunk contest. Okay. So this little tiny flea is able to jump 36 inches. But what happens when you put a flea into the jar? Okay. You put a flea into a jar, you put a lid on top of that jar. Now, every time that flea jumps up, it hits its head, right? After a while, what happens, right? The flea can't get out the jar. It starts to adjust how far it can jump. Okay. Now other fleas come and join the pack, and they're seeing this flea and they start to realize, hey, this is how far we can go. And so that's the danger of experience, that sometimes people have been in a situation where they were limited, where they tried something that didn't work. And so in the future, they say, you know what? I'm not going to take the risk of being hurt again. All right. But again, Jim Rome talks about how often do you give a baby to attempt walking? How many tries do you give a baby to attempt walking before you just give up and say, you know what, baby, it's taking you too long. You just sit down, right? Of course not. Of course not. No wonder that in the history of mankind, so many people have managed to learn how to walk repeatedly, because a child does something until he gets success. All right. So again, I just want to impress upon you guys, what is keeping you poor? Are you passing over opportunities repeatedly? Okay. What experience have you gone through in the past that now you are allowing that to shape your vision of what's possible for you in the future? Okay. The reason that we started this channel, Wealth Mindset Academy, is to help you get the tools, okay, to understand what is keeping you from changing your life and developing wealth. And that is your set of beliefs, your mindset. All right. And people allow their past experience to cap what is possible for the future. Okay. You can't drive looking in the rearview mirror. All right. You can glance at it, but you can't drive looking in the rearview mirror. Right. You can only move forward by looking forward. All right. So, guys, again, thank you so much for joining us on this video. Again, this channel is dedicated to first generational wealth builders, people who didn't come from wealth. They want to make sure that wealth comes from them. So if that's you, you're in the right place. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found some value in it, please give me a like, subscribe, and make sure to press that notification bell so you can be notified when we post new content. All right. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.